Large financial services firms today are feeling the squeeze from all directions, both from fintech startups and from non-traditional players moving into the financial services space. So there's a few advantages that fintech startups have. One, they're laser focused on a specific persona and a small slice of the customer journey. By not being burdened with the end-to-end customer journey and multiple personas, fintech startups are able to move very, very quickly. They're also able to leverage technology in a way that's a little bit more difficult for a traditional financial services firm. So a fintech startup is able to think cloud natively, meaning that they're building all of their infrastructure in the cloud by default. A large financial services firm is going to be somewhere between doing everything on-prem and doing everything in the cloud, most likely somewhere in between. When I talk about non-traditional players moving into financial services, I'm thinking of folks like Starbucks, who have as much money in their rewards program as some small banks do in assets under management. And look at Amazon, moving more and more into payments. So while financial services firms are feeling the squeeze from fintech startups, they're more and more so feeling it from large non-traditional players who are realizing how easy it is now to move into financial services due to things like cloud native architecture. So how can financial services firms respond to the squeeze that they're feeling? And I think there's three things that they should focus on. The first is their brand. So if you're a large financial services firm, you have brand recognition. It's gonna be a lot easier to get folks to trust you with their money if they recognize your brand name. So that's an advantage you're gonna have over a fintech startup. You've also got more capital. So to really use that capital to your advantage, you need to be running as many experiments as possible. And I like to think of that as getting as many at-bats in digital as you can. If you want to hit a home run with a digital experience, you need to be getting as many at-bats as possible. And that's going to allow you to see what resonates and what does not resonate, so you know where to further invest and iterate with your investments. And the third advantage that large firms have is their user base. If you've got a lot of users, it's easier for you to do things like A/B test. It's easier to upsell and cross-sell to your existing user base when you want to come out with a new service or a new digital product. So I think if large financial services firms can leverage those advantages, they can fight off the squeeze that they're feeling from both fintech startups and non-traditional players moving into financial services.